my reactions to the final playoff rankings and some bowl games I want to talk about. First, let's start off Georgia and Michigan. Obviously, they got in. They deserve to get in. They went undefeated, won their conference. No questions asked. They're in. Now, this is where it gets interesting between 3 and 6. 3 ended up being TCU. The reason being, they don't like rematches, and there's no reason to move Georgia down to 2 when they didn't really do anything wrong. So they tried to avoid the rematch between Ohio State and Michigan, kept TCU at 3, and moved Ohio State up into 4. Bama 5 and Tennessee 6. Now, Tennessee probably should be above Alabama. Now, the reason they're not is bowl game placement. I think they think Tennessee versus Clemson is a more entertaining bowl game than Alabama versus Clemson. B, I think that they think Joe Milton isn't as good as Hendon Hooker, and I would agree with that. But I don't think that should impact where you rank the team because of their accomplishments. They have head-to-head against Alabama, played pretty much a harder strength schedule, have a better strength of record, so I just think Tennessee should probably be above Alabama. Ohio State should be 3, and TCU should be 4 after losing yesterday, but again, I understand it. You trying to avoid the rematch. Also, TCU didn't get beat by 20-something at home, so I could see it. That's my initial reaction to the college football playoff rankings. I don't really have any issue with it. I feel like the 4 most deserving resumes did end up getting in. Yeah, so let's talk about some bowl games that just I think are interesting. None of the games really before December 28th really make me think anything. December 28th has a really nice game. Kansas versus Arkansas. We're gonna see Jalen Daniels versus KJ Jefferson. Going to be a really, really good game. Both teams that like to run the ball and have good running backs in Devin Neal, Raheem Sanders. Both dynamic quarterbacks, Jalen Daniels, KJ Jefferson, that are probably pros. So that's going to be a really good game to watch. All those in Liberty Bowl. Other game is also on December 28th. Oregon versus North Carolina. Bo Nix versus Drake May. 2 really, really high-powered offenses. I wonder if Kenny Dillingham is going to be the OC for that game. Probably not if I were to guess because he did get the job at Arizona State. But I do think that's going to be a really entertaining game. High scoring. I think both quarterbacks will play. So that'll be cool to see. In the Alamo Bowl, Texas versus Washington. Washington has been streaking. They're 10-2. They've been playing really, really good ball. Michael Penix Jr. been playing really, really well at a high level. Obviously, Texas, Bijan Robinson probably won't play, but you still have Xavier Worthy. Quentin Ewers, can you be good without Bijan allowing the other team to stack the ball? Gonna be interesting to see. Now, I'm assuming Bijan doesn't play. We'll do breakdowns on some of these games. I'm just going through some of the ones that I like. I like this matchup too here. Pitt versus UCLA, Dorian Thompson-Robinson, Zach Charbonnet. I expect DTR to play because some people have kind of been violating his draft grade. We'll be getting into real deep talks about drafts, quarterbacks, all that type of stuff. But I do want to talk about Pitt. They've been playing really well. Izzy Abanikanda has been really, really good this season. And them versus UCLA will be a nice game. You know, hopefully DTR can put up some numbers and turn some heads. Notre Dame, South Carolina is another interesting game. Both teams that have kind of surged late in the season. Obviously, Notre Dame has a loss late to USC, but they were playing really well leading up to that game. Notre Dame, the team is going to want to run the ball. Drew Pine did enter the transfer portal, and Tyler Buckner's hurt, so I'm interested to see who starts at quarterback for Notre Dame. But Spencer Rattler's great last 2 games for him, and they're going to take on Notre Dame. I'm really interested to see who ends up winning that game. So, yeah, that's another good one. Tennessee, Clemson, we kind of talked about it a little bit. That's going to be a really good game. Cade Klubnik had a nice little day yesterday. Granted, it's against UNC defense. Everyone has nice days against UNC defense, but we will see. Joe Milton, I think he can play at a high level, and I think that game is going to be really, really interesting. Sugar Bowl, Alabama versus Kansas State. I've heard Bryce and Will Anderson might play, so if they do, I do think Alabama will kind of walk. Kansas State, they've been playing really, really good ball. Will Howard's been pretty good for a freshman, and he's been playing at a high level. So you know that'll be an interesting one to see. USC versus Tulane massacre. Obviously, we're gonna do the playoff breakdown videos. We're gonna talk about that. Also, shout out to Dion going to Colorado. That's gonna be really big. I hope Shiloh goes. I know Shadur's going. I'm pretty sure Travis is gonna go. I hope K3 goes. Colorado's going to be fire next year. Transfer portal you. Get talent. Winnie Watkins committed today. I'm excited for this Colorado football program, what Dion can bring. I think he is coaching the Celebration Bowl, though, against NC Central. So, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out of there. Yeah.